This is the S&P 500 Spider ETF SPY one-day reading for February 18th, 2025. It's currently February 13th, 2025, 9:25 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $609.73 USD. And the image file for the February 18th reading was created on January 10th, 2025 at 12:47 a.m. Eastern Time. So the overall theme of behavior for the 18th, we have a sideways fluctuating decline preceding a notable rally. Behavior around the highest high, a nullified virtue card indicating that we should have some mixed behavior near the high. But that's definitely a difficult card to read in that positioning as a nullified card. So I'd be mindful and careful of that. Behavior around the lowest low for the day, we have a notable reversal that'll stand out amongst other reversals. Either that or we have multiple reversals near the low. That's another way that you could read the fortune card. And then I'm advised to trade around an unexpected move to the upside. Now in the pre-market, we've got a rally offering opportunity to open up a short position, or probably the rally will turn over in the pre-market. If it doesn't turn over in the pre-market, then right there at the open, I would say there's likely a resistance level that will decline from pretty sharply in that first half hour. Out of which an unexpected move to the upside. There's likely a pretty sharp drop over the weekend here, actually. And if there isn't, then I would expect a very sharp drop. A lot of price change first thing in the morning. Either way, the resistance in the first half hour will meet it after an unexpected move to the upside. Usually those unexpected star moves will start out of declines and will meet that resistance and then decline from it to another trough, not quite a lowest low per se. We most likely saw the lowest low there in the pre-market or right at the open. Not necessarily, but most likely. And then we should have another low, but not quite as low there, taking place just after 10. From that, we should have a rally increasing with momentum moving forward into another crest somewhere, or crest or peak somewhere between 11 and 12, probably closer to 11. And from that, we should see another decline into an important trough midday between roughly 12 and 1 o'clock. Out of another low for the day there between 12 and 2 o'clock, probably closer to 1 o'clock though. We should see a fast sudden move higher out of the low, taking us to an important technical price level on at least the one-day chart, probably a multi-day chart, somewhere around a crest or peak between roughly 2 and 3. And then from that, we should see a decline through multiple supports into a trough. There's actually two ways to read this. So either into a trough there just after 3 o'clock, where we have a failed attempt to break through resistance followed by a decline through key support, or more likely there's a high there in the last hour. There might be a sharp drop off of that high, but either way, I think whatever this low is that we see midday, we're very likely going to revisit that on the 19th with this theme card matching up here nicely. So I would expect, if we're at a high here at the end of the day, I would expect to see this trough revisited. You could open up a short position in a case like that and close that short position on the 19th. We'll talk about where and when we get to the reading for the 19th. If you're holding a short from the prior day, it might make sense to just close it right at the open. If there's a substantial gain to a short position over the weekend, I would just close it right there at the open. If not, I would look for this resistance that we then we likely rally into the resistance there in the first half hour and then decline from it into a trough. And at that point, I would cash out of the short position there probably just after 10 o'clock. Yeah, and that's SPY for February 18th, 2025, my friends. If you're interested in this stuff, guys, you can support the channel by joining our early access subscription. It gets you access to all of our public posts on YouTube as the earliest that they can be, as well as the Discord for SPY. There's the live Discord trade alerts and live updated trading view charts where we actually draw entry and exits and expected locations for price levels. Can be very helpful. We're not right all the time, but we're right most of the time. And that's SPY for the 18th, my friends. Much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.